Hi, everybody. I'm attorney Aiden Kramer with the Law Office of Aiden Kramer in Colorado. And in case you didn't already know, you're watching All Up in Your Business. I apologize for being MIA for the last few weeks. I took March off. I was pretty busy, and March was my birthday month, and I had a lot of things going on, so I didn't really have a chance to film anything, but I'm back now. I'm sorry that I went missing for a little while. Thank you to everybody, by the way, who emailed me to see if I was okay and who was concerned because I hadn't posted in a while. I'm fine, but just the fact that you guys even care enough to email me, it's so sweet, and I really do appreciate it, and it just warms my heart, and I just can't thank you enough. It's just so sweet. So unless this is your first time watching All Up in Your Business, which if it is, welcome, thank you for joining us, but if you've seen any of my other videos, I'm sure you've heard me talking about commingling assets and how it's a big no-no when it comes to piercing the corporate veil and protecting your personal liability. I get a lot of questions about commingling assets, and it seems that people have a misconception about what kind of commingling of assets I'm talking about and what's really important to avoid. So in this episode of All Up in Your Business, I'm going to talk a little bit more about commingling assets, some of the things that aren't really a big deal, and then the things that really are a big deal and that you want to stay away from. So on the side of things that aren't really a big deal are things like using your personal cell phone for business. A lot of people do this. I do this. And a lot of people get concerned that by using their personal cell phone, this might be a commingling that would be frowned upon and that could put you at risk. But things like using your personal cell phone for business, that by itself shouldn't affect you and shouldn't affect the liability protection. Same goes for using your own vehicle for business purposes, or even if you work out of your home, using some of the things in your house for your business. Using your personal stuff for your business most of the time isn't falling into that commingling of assets thing that I'm talking about. With all of that, of course, with using your cell phone, using your car for business, you want to make sure you have adequate record of that, though, keeping track of your business mileage, reimbursing yourself for the portion of your cell phone that you use for business. All of that is going to help to avoid what little risk there is of piercing the corporate veil with using those things. And it is also going to help you with taxes, because those things can be deductible or reimbursed to you personally. So for tax purposes and for legal purposes, keeping good record of those things is a good idea. On the other hand, the things that really are a big deal and that you definitely want to avoid mostly have to do with your bank accounts. So the biggest number one, absolutely don't do this, commingling of assets, is having one account. And it's your personal account and your business account. You pay your personal bills from it, your business income goes into it, and you pay your business expenses from it. No, you don't want to do that. That's the number one rule of commingling assets. You need a separate bank account for your business and a separate one for your personal. You can have multiple bank accounts, of course, but your business account needs to be for business purposes. And so with that commingling, that also means not paying personal expenses from your business account, and vice versa. You also want to avoid transferring funds between your accounts without proper documentation. So if you're paying yourself from your business account, transferring it to your personal account is fine, but you want to make sure you record it properly as a distribution or payroll, whatever it is. You want to make sure you have record of that. Otherwise, that transferring back and forth could look a little fishy and could look like commingling of assets. And this also goes for multiple businesses and commingling multiple business funds. So if you operate two businesses, two LLCs, each one needs its own bank account, obviously, and you want to avoid commingling funds between those two businesses' accounts too. So it's not just between you personally and the business, it can be between the businesses themselves to avoid opening up each other's liability to the other. So hopefully that addresses some of the concerns that you guys had about commingling of assets. If you have any concerns about your own personal liability or piercing the corporate veil, I strongly encourage you to talk to an attorney for further assistance. If you're in Colorado and would like assistance with starting or running your business or avoiding piercing the corporate veil, please feel free to contact me. My phone number and email are below. Thank you all so much for watching and for bearing with me during my often inconsistent filming schedule. I'm Aiden Kramer, and I'll see you next time.